yeah, I went into a place called Bernice Lake because somebody told me there was golden trout there too. And that was amazing. They're too beautiful. And then the sign lies. It says it's like 1 mile. It's only a half mile to the lake. And then this somebody else told me the same thing about Ireland Lake, that the sign is wrong. It says 3 miles, and it's not 3 miles. It's a 1.5, which means it's a 3 mile round trip. So on those two lakes, a round trip. But Babcock Lake was right, and all the other lakes were in the right miles. But anyway, yeah, it's steep getting into that Bernice too, and it connects over to a place called Gallison Lake too. Which one year I'll go out there too. I didn't this year, and I was out there all day by myself, and a couple showed up at nighttime. It was beautiful there. I just fished, and that's where there was big brooks, but they were hard to catch. I caught a lot of them, but they weren't just like throw it out there and boom, one grabs it like Washburn Lake. It's like anybody could do it. If you didn't know how to fly fish and you just like whack it out there, you would catch a fish. It's like so ridiculous at Washburn Lake. But yeah, this place you had to sneak up and be real quiet and like sneak up on the side of like little points and then cast from where they couldn't see you, and they were on the other side of a rock point. Throw away and and we're close to the shore, and they were just tearing it up. So I caught a bunch of fish right there, and then I met the couple, told them about Townsley. They were doing the High Sierra Loop, sort of. They were trying not to stay at any of the high camps, but do that basic camp loop. There's Yosemite backcountry high camps loop of whatever 5 or 6 camps that they have. And so I told them to stay and told them about Townsend. And they said, "Oh, great, because we're day hikers." And they did day hike that day. The next day when I left, they were coming past me and they were day hiking because I had told them about Galveston or whatever it's called. And they hiked up over the ridge from where Bernie, because they're like next to each other, coming out of Vogelsang. They're on the other side of the valley, up in like a basin. And that Galveston one, man, there's a meadow there. It's just huge. I would love to go over there. That's on the list someday. Yeah, I think pretty sure that is Moraine Dome right there. And when I come out on the bottom, right there at the Moraine Dome. And then when I come out on the bottom, I'll be at the base. That's where the campsite is. But yeah. So then I went yesterday from Bernice Lake all the way down to Merced Lake, good old Merced Lake, which is great just to go camp out there and fish. You can just base camp right there. There's bear lockers, the bear at the backpackers camp. But there's people, and there's like rude ass people, man. Fucking like privileged people, like overly privileged. They come in and just think they own the place. And just like 8 chicks that didn't have bear canisters. And I told them, "Hey, what do you mean you don't have bear canisters? Well, how do you camp?" And they go, "Oh, we just go to places where there's bear boxes." I'm like, "Oh, okay, whatever." But either way, that's illegal. And she goes, "What are you talking about? You think I'm stupid? You think I'm rude?" And I was like, "All right, fine. If they euthanize a bear because it gets your food, that's on you, man. If you want to take that risk, whatever. The bear's not going to harm her, but it's going to get the food. It's going to come in and rip up the tent, get the food, and then they're going to have to kill the bear. That's what they do. That's why we have to carry a bear canister around here. They can't get in the canisters. They can't get the food. They don't get used to humans, and they don't have to get killed. So it says right on the Garcia bear can, "Save bears." So I use them. But yeah, they're all entitled. Then they go down to the fishing hole, like the main big giant fishing hole, and they're all dive bombing into that thing, leaving their band-aids, their blister band-aids everywhere. It's just a rude thing, rude stuff. I don't want to get into it, but. And then so you got to deal with that in those kind of camps. So that was last night, and that's the only time I camped at one of those camps. And then So then, yeah, I stayed there. It was good. I caught a few fish there. It was all right. I met a couple cool people that were cool. They were doing some cool hikes. I told them about a couple cool places to go because they were going in the direction that I came from. And they all would thank me for that. And then, yeah, today I'm walking out. So Moraine Dome at the base of that thing right there. It's like a big, that canyon right there runs that Slot Canyon River. And I'll fish all that today. Find a little place to base camp up. And then tomorrow, I'll hike out. Go hang out in the valley, have some beers, eat a sandwich at the deli. Buy a bunch of hummus and stuff. Chips at the store. Just pork out. Fish down there. I'll be lucky to catch anything fished out. And then, that'll be it. Well, that was a recap of my trip, and that's an hour of my life in Yosemite. Every hour has been like this. Just adventure, adventure, adventure. It's an amazing place. So lucky to have this. Thank you, Abraham Lincoln. Thank you for all the people that preserve this. Just really thank you. It's amazing out here.